Hi guys, Darren from venomfluidart.
With Bubbles.
Can't forget Bubbles.
Because I won't let you.
No doubt.
So it is play night in the Venom garage.
Okie dokie.
You know what that means?
Yep.
Trouble.
Trouble. That's right.
It's alright, I'm just scoping out my favourites on the base of them colours there.
Right, what are we doing, Bubbleuna?
So, on the Fluid Art Express the other week, I did your Wombat Wonder Pillow with a radial.
Doesn't it rock?
Oh,
I know, right?
I'm loving the effects. But, I must admit, first time I did it with a radial. So it was that trial and error factor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lay down colour while I'm talking. So.
No point getting close to the edge because you're going to spin it off.
Yeah, I know. So, I sort of figured it was like with anything, we're living and learning. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And first time I did it, I sort of thought, yeah, you know what? It looked freaking really cool, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
So, what I'm hoping today...
So you're doing a Wombat Wonder Pillow Radial.
Yeah. So, like, I was digging the effects. It was friggin' cool.
Super cool.
But...
I love it. I reckon it's so... I nearly swore then.
I bit the tongue.
It's
Here
so
he goes.
cool.
But I did realise that while I was doing it, there were things that I could have done differently to make it look better.
Absolutely.
So, what I'm hoping to do tonight...
But we all do that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You're living and learning with your experiments all the time.
Yeah. Like, you'll do one crazy idea that's in your head and then perfect it.
Yeah, because obviously when you spin different things out in different ways and...
Yeah, you get different results. So.
And you live and learn what you should have done sometimes.
So these are all interference colours that you're putting down?
They are at the moment, yes.
Yes.
For now. So what I've used so far... Actually, one was a...
That's a chameleon.
Yes.
Which goes purple, blue, green.
So one was a chameleon. One was a violet ghosty.
Yep, interference lilac it actually is. I call it violet, but it's lilac.
I like violet. So, that one was, of course, it's Bubbles. It's a blue.
Interference
now,
blue.
this one is this stunner.
Which is a chameleon.
Oh, yay. I friggin' love this colour. I just think it rocks.
What number was it?
This one actually is, it just says GR.
Okay, go green red.
Yeah. And yeah, so I've lived and learned.
That's a blue that goes green and red.
And if I haven't lived and learnt from last week, I'm going to get the same effects that I did. Which was still pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
But
I quite liked it.
I've got a vision in my head.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, I'm not going to scrape it. I'm not going there.
Now, these are super chameleons that you're going to put on.
Yeah.
Number 204 by Harry and Wilma.
Oh, and look, check out this base, guys.
Green, purple. Oh, what?
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Look. Yeah, that rocks my world. Little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So they come in little dude containers like that.
And we got them at 50% off. So we're happy dancing. Are we not?
Absolutely. Super cool. I quite like them.
It was actually while I was trying to record my Express video the other week. Wombat's in the background saying to me, Bubbles, check out this colour. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to swipe. Wait a minute. He's like, but look at it. Look at it. Now, this one's another Harry and Wilma. Oh, my God. This is the bomb. This is the Bubbles' favourite because, look at that.
The purple in it is nuts.
But it shifts to a really cool, and I'm not going to get it.
It goes like an orange, red, copper sort of colour.
There it is. Right there is Bubbles' winner. It's a red.
They're really super cool.
Oh, it's insane. All its glory. So we're going to put a bit of that on top of the ghost too, I think.
I love it.
Oh, I absolutely adore this colour. When you showed me it earlier, I was like, give me it. I almost channeled Reagan from The Exorcist. And give me it now. Alright, so I think that is more than enough for my crazy way out pillow down there.
Yep, and that's just a nuts pillow.
It is. So, let's get our skewer out, guys. We're going to pop a few of those really big bubbles. I'm not worried about the small ones. They're just going to get troughed through. And we're just going to...
Rig it.
Crazy it up.
I love it.
Yeah. It's so much fun. If you have like a big week at work and you're frustrated, take it out on the paint.
And that's the thing. You've done nothing tricky. Perfect for a beginner.
Yeah, it is.
Because, dude, like...
Who can't do this? Look at me. Look at me go. We're really going to crazy this one. There we go. Crazy enough for yous?
That's nuts.
All right. So now what we're going to do...
Spin her out.
Because what I found last week, when I did it on the Express, I think it actually needed to be spun out more than what I did, because what I did... I made sure it just covered my sides here, and I left it there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do this week...
Spin it out more.
I want to take it out a little bit more. Give it a bubble spin, guys, like a 747. Let them colours fly. Fun too, by the way. All right. Because we don't care what this is going to look like at this stage.
No. It's only a background.
Even though that looks freaking cool,
Isn't
right?
it nuts? Like...
I wish that light would just grab that colour and show you what I'm seeing, because I'm just going up, down, red, blue, purple. Woohoo! All right.
It's nuts.
Okay, so I'm going to grab some more paper towel, because
Gazoopa days.
I devour it.
You do?
Okay. No, thank you, sweetheart.
I just thought while you were sorting out your colours, I'd just give it a bit of a...
Oh, look at this for teamwork. I'm spinning, you're
Scraperoo.
scraping. This is exceptional. Oh, some of that
Mate.
colour down there.
I
I'm like, oh,
know.
quick. Scrape it on a tile, give it a spin.
Well, you could, yeah. And
Yeah, you could.
it gives you a wonder pillow on a tile that way. You're not wasting it and going in the slop bucket.
Nah, I would, guys. Don't do what we just did. Don't watch what we're showing you.
Don't do it.
So what I'm going to do, I just really want to get rid of just the big bubbles. Never really worried about little ones. We'll sort them out later. Because I'll probably squash a heap of them when I do my swipe.
Yeah.
So, get that ready. Now, what I'm going to do is Wombat's going to straighten me up.
Straighten you up, because that was like ready to fall, and I'm freaking out.
Alright, am I in the centre still?
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
So I'll just
Wipe our bum.
get some of the drips off for you.
You're a legend. Look at you go.
Oh,
You are such a go-getter.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk it?
I know, right? Alright, so now I think I've got this really cool copper I've fallen in love with too from Harry and Wilma. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. Just like that. I don't want a lot of that because coppers, golds, bronzes, they can take over.
Yes, they can.
So use sparingly.
Where I'm standing, as soon as I tilt my head, the pinks and blues and wow.
That's nuts, right? So what I'm actually going to do...
It's so crazy cool. I love it.
I've got this really cool tube paint that Wombat's made me. So I want a little bit of that here.
And those chameleons are actually transparent.
Yes. Yes, they are.
That way you can see through the chameleon into the interference underneath it.
Good tip and trick from Wombat. Bubbles is going, yeah, cool. Anyone that knows Bubbles, she's shocking at technical. I just like to get paint on my hands and in my ears.
I prefer to use all transparents.
It's all preference though too, isn't it, with everyone? Whatever floats your boat, make it work.
It gives you the trippier colours because you're laying one colour underneath another colour and you can see through and it changes the colour of the one on top.
Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to grab out this Ocean. I'm having a bit of a Harry and Wilma party tonight because, damn, the colours are insane. Look at that. That is true to its word, Ocean Blue.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what great waters are made of. So we're going to come out with that.
Super pretty.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I love it.
So I want a bit of that because that's just going to work for me, I'm thinking. I'm hoping. We'll soon find out. Alright, now I have a blinged up Southern Ocean Blue, custom made for the bubbles because I'm a sport bro. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous?
That is gorgeous.
And with that Ocean Blue, it just does magic together. Two of my favourite go-tos together. So I think we'll add a little bit of that around there, because that's going to highlight that gorgeous. Alright. Now, where is my... Oh, now this is another Harry and Wilma Silk Sky.
Oh, look at it.
With a bit of touch of Wombat.
It does have a little touch of Wombat.
I can see...
You know what I'm like? I tweak all my colours.
I can see by the gold flare there.
It does have a gold shift to it.
Yeah.
I tweaked it.
So let's get a bit of that around there, because we're going to use a black CA. Actually, we might even do a traffic light. Yeah, let's rock that. I think that's going to look freaking cool, actually.
You reckon?
Yeah, because when you look at the outside, I've got a bit of them lighter interference and that going on.
Yep.
So I think if I rock a little bit of that traffic light, it's going to pop. I think we're going to go with that.
That background is absolutely nuts.
And I was going to add...
I keep swaying because I can see the colours change when I wiggle and wobble.
I was watching you going, you're not well, Wombat, and that's not going to end well for you in a minute.
No, it's been terrible.
Last colour. Only because this is just that nice little touch of... It's like a mint aqua sort of colour.
Mm.
And I think that's going to be really pretty. I'm just going to ring that, because I've got a thing for doing that too with radials. So you get that ring of colour.
That is absolutely gorgeous, that background. It's
Thank you.
Nuts. It's like, wow.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. I haven't touched that with a skewer yet because I know I'm going to spin again when the radial's done. And then I'll go in before I spin it right out.
Yeah.
And then have that skewer fun. So we're going to leave that there and just do... Because this is like a Bubbles favourite in a radial. This is a ghost gold, Daz makes me. And I can't live without it. And it just needs a little... It's quite thick. It's the way Bubbles likes it, because that way I've got full control where I want it. Like that.
That way you don't put too much down.
No, because as you all know, or if you don't, gold can really take over. And if you just use it like this, little highlights, we're going for that sparingly blob right there. But just a little trail like this, it's going to give us really pretty effects on them outer cells. And that's what I really dig on a radial. Just like that. And if the paint's thicker, you can walk it and play with it a bit more. There we go.
Love it.
Thank you, sir. Now I just have to not stuff up the radial.
I was just about to say that.
So we're going to pop a bit of the big bubbles there because they can upset you, especially if they're around the centre. I never let bubbles around the centre of a radial live. The outer I'm not worried as much about because unless they're really big, but definitely that centre, I don't want them there. All right. Here we go. Hold your breath, tongue out. Only way to do a radial is if your tongue's hanging on the corner of your mouth. Just works. Can't explain that to you guys, but it works.
Is that so?
Yep. Slick Vic, my mate. She will agree with me completely.
Absolutely.
You want to, Slick. Alright. We're going to roll with that.
Traffic light.
But I'm sort of going to go with just...
2.
A 2 dot.
So that's a train light.
Yeah.
Go stop.
So that's all we've got. And a drizzle.
And a drip.
That's very important, that drizzle, just saying.
It's not.
Come on.
It's important to you, right?
You watch the super cool effects off that drizzle, you will eat them words, I
can
tell
see
you.
a hair in that.
No.
Yep, it's in the actual radial. I just seen it.
You just put me right off then, you turd burger. Hopefully that radial's still alright after that. Yeah, she's going to be... Oh, it's right there. Oh, little bugger. Whose head do I have to shave, yours or mine?
Yours.
Or did it come off?
No, I can't see it now. I know it's in there somewhere.
Let's see when I stick that in what happens.
Because it was on the cell activator. I've seen it as it went.
I think it was through here.
Yep.
That's alright. Doesn't matter, guys. What you do, grab your skewer.
Make your own little cells.
Make your own little fake cells here like this. Make sure you hit the CA in there. Just gives it that little bit of black going on there, so that. What hair? Right there. I found it. Oh, crap. Alright, so...
Dig in underneath it.
It's under here. So if I grab... Oh, that sucks.
Oh, no, we're doing surgery. There you go.
Little bugger.
I told ya.
Alright, now...
Not bad for a blind guy.
I think I'm going to tie the shoelaces on this. I want it to open up different.
That centre looks awesome.
Yeah, that's why I thought, let's give it a... Since we're being dairy and different, and I need to cover up where that pesky hair was, right there.
At least it wasn't short and curly.
Thank God for that. Alright, so now what we're going to do, before we touch any of that really cool outer stuff, because that's going to spread. So I need to see how far out that radial is going to climb. Get rid of some of them pesky bubbles now. Let's see what she does, guys. Now, see how we're going more that way? We need to come down a bit.
Yep, bring it towards you.
Just so I get that even composition going on. Otherwise, if I kept spinning the way it was, she was going to keep going that way.
Exactly.
So I'm not going too fast. Might even bring that down a little bit more. Just so I can even up, so that's about the same either side.
Yep.
I think we're about there. So now what I might do is stick it there. Open her up a bit more. I don't want to go too fast. Oh, that's so damn cool.
And you've still kept your Wonder Pillow at the outside edges.
Woo! See, and I told you, this is what, when I did the first one on the Express, I didn't keep this bit so defined. And as I said, it's because it was the first... Thank you. It was the first time I gave it a crack, though.
Yeah, it was.
So you live and learn every time. So when I see people going, oh, I can't do this, can't do that. Yeah, you can. Just learn by each thing you do.
That's it. It's one step at a time, one foot in front of the other.
Because if you go back and watch how I did it last week on the Express, I didn't spin it out enough the first go from the Wonder Pillow stage.
Yeah.
And that made all the difference this week on keeping all the cool outer cells.
That's crazy. Look at it.
And now, because I've still got enough pillow, though, to have a play, I can sort of define this up a bit if I want. Or, it's up to you if you like the bolder colour.
Yeah, leave it.
Leave it. But I can't go without a skewer play, I tell you. The opportunity's there, I'm taking it.
I love playing with the skewer.
Yeah, it's just cool, but... Thing is, too... You got to learn to step back, especially with the skewer.
Yep.
Because it can be that fine line to that's super cool to you've just created a hot mess.
Yeah.
And it really is a fine line. But you find if you step back and look from a distance, it gives you time to stop. Doesn't it, hun?
It does. Most definitely.
I'm going to leave that bit.
I would.
I
I love it like that. That is so super cool.
So I think I'll leave the rest of that bold as it is because I like that.
I love it.
So now what we'll do, we'll go for our last and final spin. I'm stoked though because I think that's a big improvement on my last one.
It is, definitely.
So second go at it. And it just shows by stopping and thinking what you did on the last one, you can make them improvements for your next one.
Yeah.
So my last one, if you have a look on the Express, I lost a lot of this.
Yeah.
And it did seem to deconstruct as it went out because the pillow from the radial was just pushing that everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So this time I sort of went, spin that Wonder Pillow out more. Less colour on the radial puddle. Bob's your uncle.
Woo!
She worked.
Check it.
Winner, winner. I'm stoked with that.
Hey, that's absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
So now I'll just pop them last minute pesky bubbles that love to come through with the Wonder Pillow too, don't they?
Yup.
But the good thing is if you're on a black base, it doesn't matter. I love that centre.
That is like awesome.
That's my favourite part of the radial. And you'll notice, no matter how much I love the skewer, it's not going in that centre.
No.
It's not happening. I'm sort of like Catherine Canberra with her blooms.
Yep.
She seriously struggles to stick a skewer.
Not right on the middle. Oh, you're hanging right off the edge of it.
Am I twitching you, Freckle?
Yeah,
How's
mate.
that?
That's better.
Yeah, you know, like Catherine Canberra. She really struggles to stick a skewer in her blooms.
Yeah, she does.
And that's me with a radial. But I think that's really crazy cool effects. Something different to people to play with.
Absolutely. All right, we'll do a flyover of that one. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Hey, that is crazy cool. I love it.
I hope it picks up all them shifts because they're nuts.
Mate.
I'm still not in the centre.
And you know what the cool thing is? Once that gets a coat of resin,
yeah,
it really picks up the Wonder Pillow on the outside. It'll really enhance it.
yeah. As you always call resin, it's that great colour reviver, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
All right, they're out. Good thing is too, if you got these type of lights, and you put your head down on an angle,
You can see all the little air bubbles on the surface.
the sneaky ones that you can't see from looking from a top. Get your head on the side view. That's how I get all the sneakies.
That's the way to do it.
The bubbles don't get past the bubbles.
Mate, I love it.
All right, so pretty cool, right? Something different. Have a play, guys. And if you're in our
Absolutely.
paint pouring group, Paint Pouring by venomfluidart on Facebook, if you give this a go, please put your post up. We want to see it.
Exactly.
And if you change it up, we want to see where you take it because that's just crazy cool.
Absolutely.
I think artists being inspired by other artists is really important.
Definitely. I agree.
So show us what you got, everyone. We want to see it. Bring it on. So that is it for me.
Okie dokie.
It's time for you to have a play.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Alrighty guys, so we are back and what I'm going to quickly show you is some, because we don't normally do this, but I thought we should this week. So what I've got is dried results from last week. And look how perfect they dried. Look at that. It's just nuts, that shift, isn't it? And it already looks like it's got a gloss on it, doesn't it?
It does, and it hasn't.
So that was my one. Winner, winner. How cool is that? Go the Wombat Wonder Pillow. And look at that. How beautiful is this? Look at that shift. But crazy cool results. And yeah, dried perfect. So we thought we'd share that with you this week because we're usually pretty bad at that with dry results. But one thing, so this one was crying for help. It's a tragedy. This is what happens when you leave bubbles with an empty can of paint and a spirit level.
It wasn't even close to level, was it?
No.
So that's what happens when your stuff's not level.
So whether it's because Bubbles decided to have a sip and spin, I still swear to God that spirit level was right in the centre.
I don't think so.
That definitely shows you the importance. Make sure it's level.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, that's a tragedy.
It is.
I'm not even going to embellish that. That's just getting painted over.
And that's the beauty. You can paint over stuff.
But you can see the Wombat Wonder Pillow. Wombat put them ones down. Dried perfect.
There you go.
Go Wombat.
All right, my go. Big floaty pillow.
But that's why we don't usually show dry results because they usually look the same
Yeah,
wet as they do dry.
exactly. Shiny, glossy,
I just thought we'd dare to be different this week.
and pretty.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, it's like ice out here now.
Mate, it is freezing.
I think the temperature's dropped like 20 degrees in the last half an hour.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sort of glad I did mine first because now my hands are shaking. I'm just going to rub bits to warm up. We really need to get some garage hoodies.
We do.
I think we do. We know mine won't last long, but it'll be stiff as a board in no time.
Absolutely.
But it's only got to last a few more weeks of winter. We're going to do that next week. What you need, my love?
I'm joking.
Oh, didn't I get your paper towel ready?
No.
You know why? I was having too much fun.
No doubt.
I apologise.
That's alright.
Not.
Interference, violet. So these are just all interference colours.
Don't you love interference on a black base?
Yep.
Ooh la la, it's pretty. No, not pretty. It's sexy.
Sexy. And we'll go a blue.
One you prepared earlier?
One I prepared earlier.
Because I nearly killed this one. It's nearly... Yeah, it's definitely down to the bottom of the jar, that one. You hid that from it.
I did?
Yeah, you did. I didn't know you had a full one of them.
You failed to ask, my dear.
Ask and you shall receive.
That's pretty much it.
Mmm.
Alright, so there's my interference.
Nice. Any chameleons coming out to play?
Oh, where are they?
They're there. So you got chameleons all in that pile?
You keep moving things around.
You know what? I've been meaning to try mink in these, which is going to come. Mink is like one of my wonder colours. I love it. And you wouldn't think I love it because it looks brown, doesn't it?
It does.
But I love what mink... Mink's by Pearlex, by the way.
It is,
But
yeah.
it's what it does to other colours I think super cool.
Yeah, it looks trippy underneath it, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's not one where you sort of look at it and go, oh, love that colour, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's when you see what it does to other colours, you're like, oh, you're beautiful.
Alrighty. That's where I'm starting.
Nice.
Now.
That's a pretty cool looking pillow.
Skewer.
Yes. I'll tell you what, I think we need to do white base next time as well. What do you reckon?
Why not?
Just to see how it changes it up. I got a good feeling.
You got a good feeling?
I do.
Alright.
And I'm just loving the adventures of this pillow. Is your head ticking 1,000 miles an hour? Like you're thinking what else you can do with it?
Mate, I've spent the last week in bed. Sick as.
Oh, man flu. Terrible.
Yep,
That could kill a female. I've heard about that.
Oh, mate, man flu, let me tell you. It's pretty gnarly.
Mm-hmm. That is the most stubbornest bubble I've ever seen.
Mate, isn't it what?
Did you stab it like 3 times then?
Yeah, you just didn't want to pop. Alright, that's where I'm going to start. That's my
They'll spin out.
famous Wonder Pillow.
I'm loving it. As I said, like the possibilities, it's an adventure.
It is.
Beware, people. The addiction is very, very real.
It is.
It really is. Because once you start, the mind wanders to the next thing.
So what I'll do is, I'll put an object near the edge.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Right, and go. And then just touches, just touches, just touches. Just missed it, just touches, just a little bit over, close enough.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty much the middle of the spinner.
I just plonk it.
And then we're going to spin that out. Just go slow, you don't have to go nuts with it.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with you? That's the fun of it. Honey? No? I was wrong? Oh. I still like the 747 launch. It's fun.
I know you do.
But don't do that now, right?
No.
Okay. Don't do that now, guys.
No, just let the weight of the paint do its thing.
And I really encourage scooping all that up and putting it on a little tile for later, because that's going to be fun. Or putting it in the sock bucket.
Yeah. We don't have time for that, Bubbles, unfortunately.
Boo to you.
I know. Otherwise the videos would be 4 hours long. And nobody wants that.
Who's got time for that these days?
Exactly. Alright,
so we're up to the radial.
That's my Crazy Nuts pillow.
Which I'm digging very much. It's beautiful.
I'm going to toast some bubbles.
You used a lot more colour than I did.
I did. You know why?
Different effects.
I like lots of colour.
Yes, you do. My colour king.
So you can't really see it under them lights, but...
You will in the flyover.
Yeah, it'll pop through.
So it's actually got a copper through that too. See the copper?
Yeah, it's nuts. Alright, colours. For our radial. Let's see. Go with
Oh, good choice.
a lovely orange.
I love that colour. It's very beautiful.
It is delightful.
You're going to radial or bloom?
I'm not telling you till it's done.
Okay.
Do 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 do. Gotta go pink. Well, it's a magenta.
You love that colour.
Mate, I do. Let me tell you. It floats one's boat.
I know, you use it nearly everything. Same with that purple.
Yep. Neon purple.
You have your go-to colours.
Their neons are all opaque.
If you say so.
I do say so. Go with that ocean blue.
They are so going to complement that base. I love that ocean blue.
Mate, it is gorgeous, let me tell
It's a very beautiful colour.
Orange and blue, that's true. Then we've got a...
Oh, I love that too. Is that a shift?
It is a shift. It's a custom. It's crazy.
It's sort of like a magenta that goes deep purple.
Yeah, it does. And flicks to blue.
So a little bit goes a long way.
A little bit goes a long way.
I noticed how much you put on there.
Because it's like that purple and then...
Yeah, wow.
Boom, blue. Oh, what, Wombat?
That's
I know,
pretty
right?
cool, right?
Now...
I was eyeing that off earlier and I don't know why I didn't use it.
Oh, mate, you should have. Let that be a lesson to you.
Drizzle.
Now, what I'm going to do is, because, you know, I'm not going to put a whole heap of colour down.
No, well, I actually found that's a trick to these with that type of pillow. Because the first one I did on the Express, I put way too much colour down for the type of pillow it was. So the radial, when it spun out, it pushed everything else out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So all my gorgeous patterns I had on the outside, still there, but not really as defined as I would have hoped they would be. But it was just a learning experience, first one, you know what I mean? We live and we learn.
That we do.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at the colours coming through in that.
So we do our little radial. So I know that's going to spin
Yeah, because it was a
and
thick. It's
spread
still a
it.
thick colour puddle.
There's still a lot of pillow paint down. It's not like fully spun out anyway. So whatever patterns are in that are going to move.
Yeah. Then you can define them at the end if you want to.
Yeah. Alright, so what I usually do is torch all the bubbles. Keep your torch moving, that way you don't burn the crap out of the paint.
Yeah. I'm not good at that.
It's not the heat that pops the bubbles, it's the carbon dioxide that's produced from the flame that pops your bubbles. Right. My little wonder skewer. Alright, so got my little skewer.
Because he can't find his big one.
Because I can't find my big one.
I don't know how you can lose a skewer that's twice the size as the one you're using. You know what, Mr. Wombat?
Mm.
You're a goddamn talent.
I know. Go figure. Who'd have thunk it?
I don't know. What's the bet you've dropped it and it's gone underneath the spinner again? We'll find that out at the end.
All
to be continued.
All will be revealed.
Yes.
Because, you know.
Okay. Oh, it's right on the side. Look at the side of the spinner.
Mate, there it is. I can't see the little thing for looking at it.
Okay, so really not that little, guys. Get some glasses, Wombat.
I don't need them. I need longer arms.
I still see you zoom in on things with your phone.
It's pretty bad when you're watching TV and you walk up to the screen and go...
It doesn't work.
and it doesn't zoom for you.
And how many inches is that TV?
80.
Now, I'm going to share a story with you guys right now because
Yeah.
when our previous TV blew up, which was 65 inch.
Yeah.
So, Wombat says to me, we need to go out and get a new TV right now because he will not go back to the 55. Can't happen. So we go to the shop. Bubbles isn't watching the size of the TVs. And I'm going, are you sure this one isn't bigger? And he's going, no, it's exactly the same. So, one new entertainment unit later. Because...
It wouldn't fit on it.
No! So you lied.
No, I just...
Embellished the truth.
Yes.
And you got the big TV you wanted.
I got the size wrong.
I did love my old entertainment unit too.
65 looks like 80. Alright.
When you need glasses.
I'll tell you what. You're right. And I still sit right in front of it.
I know you do.
That's because apparently sitting too close to the TV makes you go blind.
It's a true story, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that though. Get home, it's like, that is not going to fit on that cabinet, you idiot. Guess we're going furniture shopping now. That's beautiful. I'm really glad you used that magenta with that purple. Really stands out in that base, doesn't it?
And that'll just spin out, spin out, spin out. So all you're doing is manipulating where you want things to move.
Oh, sorry. That's hot. Look at that centre. Go, Wombat.
I want it to go a bit over there.
It's not your birthday, but that's freaking cool.
Just remember, if you're spinning something out that's not in the middle of your spinner, take it easy or it will launch.
And it will wonk your cells if you go too hard.
Yeah.
And always bring it back to the centre afterwards to give it them last few spins.
That's right.
See? Oh, you think I don't listen?
Nice job, Bubbles. I'm impressed.
Praise me, guys. Bubbles is getting technical. That's all you get, though.
You get a woohoo.
I get a woohoo? No, it's a whoop whoop.
A whoop whoop. Same
I like
thing.
Oh,
Same horse, different jockey.
that's gorgeous. Love
Right.
it, Wombat.
So now what we want to do is that middle part of the radial, we want that as close to the middle as we can get it.
Absolutely.
Torch some bubbles before we get carried away. Don't stress about bubbles. You're always going to get bubbles in paint.
It's the nature of the beast.
It is. You got to think we're mixing it, we're dragging things through it, we're manipulating the hell out of it, and it's going to end up with bubbles. Plus, we tend to mix the colour as we put it down. Even before we put it down, we give it a little mix to make sure it hasn't separated.
Absolutely, I always do. I'm bad for that. I probably give it more.
Which introduces bubbles all the time. So it's just one of them things.
It's just like I want every pigment off the base. Oh! Now see, wasn't this another one of my good ideas? Praise the student.
Go bubbles!
Yay!
Great idea. Alright, just make sure you give them all a pop. See, it's harder here in Australia at the moment too because it's winter.
Oh, it's a bugger.
And it is freezing cold. I mean, it's not minus 20 degrees or something, but it's cold for us guys.
Yeah, give me 40 degrees, scorching hot. I'm smiling politely.
Yeah, that's Celsius.
I love the heat.
Alright, so
I knew that.
we will scrape the bum.
Celsius, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm highly technical.
Yeah, we're in Celsius. Fahrenheit's for in America.
But, you know.
You'll get used to it, Bubbles. You'll be fine.
I love the heat.
Okay. And there you go. That's my Wonder Pillow Radial Flower.
Yay!
How cool is that?
Now, aren't you glad I took you up the garden path and we give this a crack?
Mate, I'm always happy to have a crack at something. That's heaps of fun.
That's stunning too. Look at that background, guys. So, if you're just starting out too, and you're at the stage where you're sort of giving these radials a go and you're getting on bigger pieces, but you're not getting it all the way to the edges yet.
Yep.
This is a great way, if you lay that pillow down first, to guarantee 100% every time.
You're going to have colour at the edges.
Absolutely. So it's a win for everyone.
Unless you want negative space, and then...
Who wants that with a radial?
Exactly.
Bubbles don't.
Not this little duck.
No. But, cool thing for people. So give it a go. Have some fun. Experiment.
All right, we'll do a flyover of that one.
Absolutely, because it's a gem.
Well, how tricky is that?
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Mate.
I'm really glad you used that magenta, that dark. It's just, and
Just boom.
look at the way those cells there go from yellow, magenta, blue, pink.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, it's a rainbow.
It is a rainbow. It's
That
a
is-
kaleidoscope of fun.
It is really delightful. I'll tell you what too, I love these too because it's sort of captured the chameleon colours in the cells.
Yeah, it's got chameleon cells that run through.
Can't wait to see that in resin. It's going to be a cracker.
That's nuts.
Alrighty, so that should be our flyover reel done of that stunner, shouldn't it?
Oh, it should be.
Unless we've given you the extended Mega Mix version.
Oh, no doubt. I've got to float my own boat here.
Absolutely.
All right, so that is it for another week.
Hope you explore, have some fun and give it a go, guys.
Absolutely, have a crack. You'll love it. It's
Something
a load of
different.
fun.
It really is.
Crazy results too. I mean,
I'm digging it.
that's nuts. So,
Next week we might take it to the bloom.
why not? Why not indeed? All right, guys, if you like that, hit like, share, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Ding, ding.
Thanks, Tinker Girl. No, she's
on strike.
She's snoozing.
That way you get to see all our crazy videos as we release them.
Have some fun with us.
Okie dokie. So, have fun, take care,
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, guys. Have some fun.